This is a reading for the zodiac sign of Leo. It will be for concerning your love life, potential interest, or your current partner for the last half of April 2020. So let's see what kind of. Oh, I guess before I jump into all that, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, check out the description box below. It will include all the information you need to request that. Also, check out my Facebook page, Stina Tarot, at Facebook, I guess. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah, like, share, and subscribe, please. Please subscribe. It'd be very helpful. I'd like to get to the point where I could start doing live videos, and I think that's like 100 subscribers. Kind of far off from that, so if you could help me out, I'd greatly appreciate it. Alright, so show me the recent past for the zodiac sign of Leo concerning their current love partner or love interest. Romantic partner, love interest, last half of April 2020. But show me the recent past situation leading up to. Alright, so you have the Clover, I believe. Cancer have that. Show me. You have the Cross. And you have a bouquet. There might have been some fortunate coming together or offer after some turbulent times in your current or connection or interest. Show me the present. Show me the present. You have the Fox. You have the Lily. You have the dog. You have the woman. And I just dropped one. Where'd it go? And the coffin. Alright, so presently there may be a strategic older friend of yours or of your love interests, this could go either way, who is sneaking around behind the scenes maybe, wanting to possibly transform your connection. Maybe it had come to an end in the past, maybe you just kind of drifted apart, and now somebody is kind of strategically trying to find a way to get back in there. Alright, so show me the near future if everything stays the way it is. Show me the near future if everything stays the way it is. You have the snake. You have the garden. You have the fish. Under the deck you have the sun. But at the top you have the clouds. So you may be uncertain about your future success or happiness, or possibly a child, but I'm going to try and keep this to just romantic love. There's some kind of significant information or significant emotional connection, possibly linked to a marriage, or somebody may be at a distance from you. Alright, so it looks like I had said, in the recent past there was some kind of lucky chance or a fortunate opportunity. You may have received some opportunity for reconciliation, or you may be burdened that you have tried to offer something to another who may have rejected it. In your present situation, you have somebody around you who you may not be speaking to, who is strategically trying to find a way, maybe trying to follow their intuition, possibly getting tarot card readings, not necessarily though. But this person may be older than you and may be considered a friend, maybe friends with benefits. Looking to transform a currently practically non-existent connection with you. In your near future, you have the snake, the garden, and the fish. So in the near future, you may be involved with a third party, or somebody has involved a third party in your situation, and they are reuniting with them, and possibly looking at making some kind of significant investment, whether it be emotional or financial. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clarify with regular tarot. Please clarify the clover. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So possibly in the recent past, somebody became single. Or there was an ending to singlehood. Or it may be a transformation. Maybe possibly right now they are going through a emotional transition after leaving a situation. So possibly in the recent past, your love interest or yourself has went through some kind of event that has left somebody single, but it looks like it was fortunate because they may have been in an emotional, burdensome connection, or you. Show me the bouquet. Maybe they ended that connection in order to move towards you to make an offer. You may be dealing with a Capricorn or a Scorpio so far. Yeah, it looks like there was an end of a family situation, a union of sorts with one or both of you in the past. So this may be somebody you are with that, you know, things kind of went haywire. That person left because they thought that they wanted to be single. While they're single, went through like a transformation of perspective and understanding, and then offered a gift to reunite with you as a family, or they did this with somebody outside of your connection. Alright, so that is also Pisces. Show me the box. Yeah, somebody's strategically looking to run in with some passion. It's impulsive, it's hot, hey, who doesn't like a good, hot, steamy connection? But you have to be a little leery because this isn't necessarily solid or long-term. There's not enough planning. It's not very grounded, and it may burn out as quickly as it was lit. Show me the lilies. Alright, somebody may be being sneaky, conniving, manipulative, or somebody right now is just hesitating on moving forward. Oftentimes the Seven of Swords is seen as somebody who's lying, cheating, deceiving, but that isn't always the case. What I see in the card is somebody who is hesitant to, you know, take themselves all the way out of the door. Like they're sitting there with 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Not sure, like their body is moving forward, their feet are moving forward. They have quite a few thoughts or, you know, what is important to them with them, but they're leaving something that they also feel is important behind, and they don't know if they should stay or they should go. So this may be somebody that you're involved with who may be a Gemini, no, not Gemini, I'm sorry, a Libra. Doesn't have to be, or it could just be somebody who is rushing in, but still, you know, energetically connected to a previous connection. They have not fully made a decision on leaving. Keep dropping these. Where'd it go? Alright, so then you have the Knight of Cups mixed with, so this may be two different people. You may have a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces coming in. Both offers are not, I mean, this is actual action. Some people are actually taking action. So you may have two different people taking action, aiming to, one is aiming to have a good romping. And the other one is aiming to be unrealistically emotional. They may be very dreamy and have all these great ideas, but again, they lack the grounding, they lack the foundation, they lack the, I don't know, there's been no planning. And so, I mean, it doesn't mean that neither of these connections can't exist, but I'm just saying, be aware that both of these are kind of flighty. All right, show me the lady. Show me the lady. All right, if I drop another one. All right, so yeah, this there may be some kind of competition going on over the next 2 weeks for your affection and your attention, or you may be competing for somebody's attention, affection. And let's see the coffin. All right, so there may be an ending to a marriage, or there may be an ending to some type of behavior in a marriage, and being patient, being kind, just kind of a little bit of this, a little bit of that, trying to find the right balance in order to be successful in your connection. So there may be a end to conflict and a meeting of two equal minds who are looking to progress forward mutually, and that can also sometimes be a part of passion. So you may be dealing with, again, a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. All right, so you may have a sneaky Earth sign who may involve you in a third party in the near future, or attempt to, and a sneaky air sign. So Earth would be, sorry, I am out in my greenhouse, so we decided to have windstorms tonight, but this is the most convenient place for me to do the readings at night. So we may have a incredibly sneaky Taurus, or a sneaky, deceptive air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who is cold, or could possibly be vice versa. Or this could just be somebody who is a Taurus who has air in their chart. This person may be trying to reconnect with you, or you them, or the person you're involved with may be reaching out to reconnect. So the garden. Don't like it when I shake that way. The garden. Show me the garden. Yeah, somebody is having a secret reunion, or heavily thinking about it, but not speaking on it, but knows that this is something that will take place. Maybe both of you are intuitively feeling that this is going to occur. You may also be dealing with Pisces. Sorry, the wind's picking up a little bit, it freaks me out. All right, show me further clarification on the High Priestess, please. Yeah, there might be a secret affair, possibly, or somebody in this connection may be entertaining a secret affair or a new passionate beginning elsewhere, or somebody may be attempting to approach you for that, which I could believe, because Leos are pretty damn sexy. Alright, so the fish. You have the King of Cups. So this is somebody who is deeply emotional, but has good control over being responsive or reactive. This is somebody who's good at withholding their emotions also, and may appear to be that they don't care, but they do. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I can't remember if I said that, but I tend to see the King of Cups more of a Cancer than anything. And it's just so happens land on top of fish too. So it may be that you are in a commitment with this person with you, and they're entertaining a earth, air, or a fire sign on the side within the next 2 weeks, or you may be. Let's see. somebody may feel financially trapped to a situation, or they may feel stuck in their head, feeling like they can't move forward because of finances, and it's literally all in your head. I hope that you're not staying in a connection with somebody who doesn't genuinely care about you, but only stays because they don't want to do something like pay child support or alimony. Yeah, they feel trapped from moving on or moving away to something else, or possibly they feel stuck in their head about how to move forward in a better fashion. That could be it too. Just show me one more clarifier for that. King of Cups, fish. Yeah, somebody feels stuck from having a reunion. And I believe it is a Cancer individual in your life. Feels like they're trapped. That's sad. I'm sorry. Clarify the sun. Please clarify the sun. Well, that was several cards, so I'll read them though. Alright, so there might be some kind of enlightenment that comes in, or there has been. Some kind of, the clouds may be lifted, the coverage may be lifted, the blanket of cloud. That somebody has been juggling and having lack of moderation, and maybe this person seems overly exhausted. Once you receive this, yeah, they may be juggling whether or not to apologize and bring the truth to a earth sign. Or there may be an earth sign who is juggling whether or not resting on it, thinking about it. Somebody that you're not really speaking to is debating on whether or not to bring a small emotional offer towards you, along with the truth, in an apology for that. There may be somebody who is secretly watching you, or you them, or somebody within this connection may be watching somebody outside of the connection. That gets complicated. But anyways, they are watching, trying to learn, trying to figure out the best way to grow and be prosperous with this connection, how to restart it, reboot it. So the signs included here are Taurus, Gemini, water, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, an air sign, or a Virgo. Alright, please clarify the clouds. Yeah, somebody's just confused or can't see their way through. They're uncertain about approaching to offer a very small new beginning. And you may be dealing with a Capricorn, or this may be something that's not quite healthy. But somebody may be looking to heal that, to mend that, and bring justice to the Leo. Somebody is working on manifesting the Queen of Wands, the Leo, after doing some internal evaluating on past actions that caused this person to abruptly understand and come to a new realization from what their previous realization was, and now wants to take lead and start taking action in what they feel passionate about for victory and teaming up. This is coming in fast, and it's going to leave you in a place to make a decision about what brings you your ultimate happiness and abundance when in union with another person. And you may need to spend some time really viewing this from all different perspectives, as there may be an instance where they had ignored you in the past and withheld because they were involved with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and had multiple options and had made their offer elsewhere to gain what they thought was in their favor. But that turned out to be a no-go because now they feel defeated and betrayed, and they are making plans to move forward. They are anxious, they have a lot of anxiety, they think about this often, they regret walking away and leaving you in heartbreak for a new beginning and treating you as if you didn't matter and winning at all costs. They want to offer you a new beginning and bring this back out from the cold. They want to protect it, give and take to it equally. They want to be in control of it. They want to take charge and manifest. And again, this may be somebody who had previously been emotionless, or they could have had air in their chart in a prominent placement. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, they are secretly thinking of you, desire you, and they intend to take action. So, let me pull a few of these advice and oracle cards. If you're not interested, I don't mind if you skip out on the rest of the video. Just please be kind enough to like and subscribe, share if you don't mind, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified in the future of when I post new videos. Also check out my Facebook, and if you'd like a personal reading, check out the information below in the description box. Thank you. So we're going to move on to oracle cards from the Blind Spot deck. This is like my new favorite deck. It's pretty deep, and it does offer quite a bit of insight and advice to what seems to be our natural go-to coping mechanisms. So, the card we have is the card number 7. You just take a look at the image if you'd like. I don't know what that is. Alright, so the number 7, let's see it. My contacts are a little dry, so if I'm making some funny faces, I don't mean to. Let's see here, number 7. Meaning. If you have drawn this, you have assigned a meaning to this situation, or an experience that is part of the situation. That is not the actual meaning of the experience or the situation. I think we do that sometimes as Leos. People search for a way of interpreting the implication of every experience in their life. Seeking out the meaning of experiences is an advanced form of consciousness. But as we know all too well, there are pitfalls to advancement. The ability to derive meaning is both something that sets our species apart as an evolved and rapidly expanding facet of consciousness, as well as what causes us to self-destruct. The quality of our experience is flavored by one thing, and that is the meaning that we assign to the experience. It is critical to recognize that there is a difference between what actually happens and the meaning of what happens. We must see that meaning does not inherently exist in the world if in and of itself. Therefore, meaning does not... Okay, I just read that. Okay. Where was I? I lost that place completely. In and of itself. Therefore, meaning does not inherently exist in a situation. It is an interpretation, and it is best not to confuse interpretation with truth. If meaning does not inherently exist in an experience, we must and do assign it to the experience, and then we mistake the event and the meaning for the event for the same thing. You can destroy your whole life based on the meaning you assign to an event. For example, imagine a 3-year-old girl asks her dad to play dolls, but he is on the phone. He yells at her to stop bugging him. This is a traumatic experience for her at the age of 3. She takes it personally. Now let's pretend the meaning she assigns to this event is, I'm insignificant to my dad. That was not the meaning of the experience of the event for the father. The meaning of the father was, I'm busy right now. But the moment that little girl assigns a meaning to the event, it is as if a colored lens comes over her eyes from that moment on. All things that happen between her and her father are filtered through the colored lens. The truth is now colored and distorted. by the perception that the meaning creates. Every time something happens between the father and daughter that caused her to feel bad, it will automatically strengthen the meanings the meanings she's perceiving her life through. The colored lens gets thicker and thicker until anything that doesn't reinforce it cannot pass through it. This father could really love his daughter more than anything in his life and do all kinds of loving things, but it will not matter because all the actions are now being filtered through the lens of the meaning she adopted at 3 years old. The father has no idea why she is so angry with him as she grows up. The girl is in this scenario is likely to grow up believing she is insignificant to men, just like she was to Daddy, and will end up in relationships with emotionally unavailable men. This sounds like my life story. Wondering why her self-esteem is so low. Looking at this analogy of the colored lens, doesn't this account for why two people perceive the same things so differently? If you have drawn this, the painful meaning you assign to the situation or to an experience that is a part of the situation was never the actual meaning of the situation or the experience. What you must consider is that you've been punishing people or avoiding them for a meaning that you, yourself, assigned to that experience with them. What you must consider is that much of the pain you are experiencing in this situation is not because of what you actually experienced, but because of the meaning you've assigned to that experience. Ask yourself, what am I making this mean? Then question the meaning so that you can discern the difference between what is actually happening and what you think the meaning of the experience is. That was pretty deep, and I could relate to a lot of that personally. All right, let's go ahead and pull a angel message. Ooh, that was quick. Moonlighting. I can't believe, I think Cancer also got this one too, or maybe it was Gemini. I think it was Cancer. Moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. That's good. All right, we'll just get one more. Windfall of abundance. Wow, seems like something's taken off, right? An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. Yes, it's always important to remember to give. If you can't freely give, you can't freely receive. All right, and I will pull a postcard from Spirits. Oh, and I forgot to do the initials again. Darn it, I keep meaning to do that in the beginning of the video, and I forget. So after this spirit card, I will go ahead and pull some initials and numbers and see, we'll see if any of them may be significant to you over the next 2 weeks. All right, so let's go ahead and read this one. All right, dearest you, we need you to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself out. Isn't it crazy how these things can just match up so well? Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of the old story, one in which you were the victim of someone else's actions or your own. You don't need to carry this around. You can set yourself free. Even advocating for good because of this experience requires your forgiveness to be effective. Forgiveness is never about condoning things that were done. It is about letting yourself off the hook from carrying the burden. Resentment and hurt are like viruses that spread to others, and that is the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine what your life would be like without burdens that you carry. Without the burdens that you carry when you do not forgive. I feel like I'm on the Wizard of Oz, and like sucked up into the sky. Speaking of, Wizard of Oz has a lot of deep meaning to it. You can do it. Everyone over here believes in you and adores you. All right, and you can. Whatever you set your mind to, I believe you can do it. All right, we'll do the initials quick and numbers. So these will be Letters, numbers that pertain to you or your love interest. Maybe it will be pertaining to like some kind of past experiences, birth dates, anniversaries, names, the name of the street that you had your first kiss. All sorts of different things. Just take what applies to you. If nothing seems to correlate with you, it may be significant in the next 2 to 3 weeks. All right. So Leo, show me letters and numbers important to Leo that Leo will be connecting with. All right. Oh, we got quite a few here. All right, you have N, the numbers 14 and 5, 50 or 700. R, 18, 9 or 200. O, 15, 6, 70, 7. G, maybe dealing with something like to do with the year 77. G, 7, yep, we got a lot of 7s here. Or the number 3. J, 10, or the number 1. L, 12, the number 3, or 10. And P is at the top of the deck, 16, 7, 80, or 800. And let's see, is H is at the bottom of the deck, 8. All right. And just because I love these cards, because they are kind of funny, and they are adult, so there is cuss words in them, so if you do not want to hear curse words, just, I don't mind if you stop watching now. But let's see what kind of spiritual as fuck advice cards we can get for the sign of Leo concerning their romantic love interest or connection over the last half of April. All right, geez, it says, be yourself even if you're crazy. Stop worrying about normal. The way they have this hyphened, it says, be yourself even if you're crazy. Stop worrying about normal ass. Nothing ass people judgmental. Nothing ass people judging your cool weird ass. Okay, so I'll put that all together. Be yourself even if you're crazy. Stop worrying about normal ass, nothing ass people judging your cool weird ass. And so it says, there'll be none of that today. Anytime you feel yourself worrying about any of those asses, remember who you got to wake up to every morning. You, baby, you. Your job is to make sure you're good on your own terms. Check in with what you really care about and make sure you're living up to that, not what all those asses out there might be thinking. I can relate to that. I think that's good advice for anybody. And you also receive the card, worrying is a negative prayer. You don't need any of that kind of angsty, nail-biting bullshit today. If you catch yourself worrying, take a deep breath and ask the universe for what you really want, not what you don't want. The universe always lets you change your order. And hell yeah, you want fries with that. Supersize that shit. So you may be in the process of manifesting right now. Keep your thoughts positive. When you find yourself going to a negative thought, correct it, forget about it. Don't linger on, oh my goodness, I had a bad thought, now things are going to be bad. I mean, obviously we're human and we are prone to focus on negative things. So definitely be aware of where your mind is at. It does take a long time to reprogram our subconsciousness as it's existed. I mean, whether you believe it's existed for multiple lifetimes or it's just existed for many years before today, it has been through a lot of processing and programming. So just be patient with yourself. The more you make a conscious decision to practice, positive behaviors and positive thoughts and positive self-affirmations, before you know it, it's no longer a conscious decision. It's just something you do from your subconscious. It's, on and on. I just feel like I need to pull another card for my Leos. So, let me see if I can reach this over here. It's kind of small in Don't make fun of my pants. Got cold. All right, so messages for Leo last half of April. Take a fucking trip. Maybe you'll be traveling. Wouldn't that be great? Go see some shit. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. And then the next one is stop obsessing. You are not the fucking center of the universe. But we kind of are the center of the galaxy, right? You know? And then it says, you are going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. So don't avoid taking care of your responsibilities as you go through manifestation this week. Avoiding it will only cause further delay. Think positively. Don't dwell on any thoughts. Don't obsess on anything. It's almost like every time you think about it again, you're changing it. So, you know, envision what your heart purely wants and let it go to the universe. The way I like to see it kind of is that this is kind of an epiphany of sorts, or a download, if you want to call it that, is that when we are in a convex position with our energy and our thoughts, and we're projecting this energy out into the universe, we are moving outwards, right? So nothing can come in because we are pushing. So it becomes very difficult to receive anything because we're forcing our energy outwards. But if we were to concave and we were to be in a relaxed, still position, it's almost like it creates a hole. And if water were to fill this up, right? If water were to stream across, it's naturally going to be attracted into the hole until the hole is smooth over. So it's almost like magnetic. It's drawing that energy in. So push, like, bump that idea out there with an energy bump, like, boom, I want this, and I know I can have it, and I deserve it, and it will come. And then just relax, take your attention off of that, and go, you know, concave, and allow that energy to flow into you instead of continually pushing that energy out. It can't come back as long as you are pushing outwards with your energy. That's kind of the concept of, you know, negative and positive energy, or if you would like to, feminine and masculine. This is a process I myself am still trying to learn and have a better concept of. But this video has been going for well over 30 minutes. I didn't expect it to go this long, Leo. I really, truly hope that you have a great rest of your April. I hope that your connection works out and that these decisions come smoothly to you and you manifest the hell out of your dreams. Again, if you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, my information is provided in the description box below the video. Please check out my Facebook, Justina's Tarot. I don't know if you say at Facebook because that feels like Twitter to me, but whatever. And also, I would very much appreciate it if you would subscribe and like. I would like to get up to 1,000 subscribers so I can do live videos and live tarot readings. I do like to give away tarot readings and do like free one-card polls or one-question polls. I recently did start that on my new Facebook page, Justina's Tarot. I think we sat for like 2 hours tonight doing free readings for those who were in need. So anyways, thanks again, Leo. I truly hope that you have a wonderful April. Thank you.